Good morning. Happy Monday. How are we today? How's everybody doing? Did you have a great weekend? I had a good weekend. Saturday was very lazy. Yesterday was very productive. And today we got a lot going on and I'm super pumped. We are going to discuss creative visualization today. Unleashing your highest potential to manifest your deepest desires through creative visualization. And the more and more that I study spirituality and manifestation, I keep hearing visualization pop up like everywhere. All the books that I'm reading, all the people that I'm following, everybody talks about visualization because this just works. And I've started to do it a handful of times and can already kind of tell a difference in my mindset just day to day. So I'm really pumped to share this with you guys. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So happy Monday. Tell me how you guys are starting your week. I am starting this new thing. It's an app. Okay. It's called 75 Hard and it's an app. It was like $4.99 and every single day I am working out twice a day for 45 minutes at a time. So in the morning, I'll get up and do yoga and my meditations. And then in the afternoon, I'm going to walk my dog for 45 minutes just to get those two workouts in. I'm to drink a gallon of water every day, to read every day, which I typically do anyways. But the gallon of water might be tough because I love like my coffee. But yeah, gallon of water every day and just to watch what I eat and to work out twice a day for 75 days. And I took a before photo today. And I'm sure like in the middle, I'll be taking a progress photo and towards the end, I'll be taking another photo. So this is going to be interesting and I'll let you guys know how it goes. It's not going to be easy, but I mean, we'll see. I'm doing it with my friend Lisa. So at least I have that support, right? So 75 Hard, that's the name of the app. And I'll tell you guys how it works. Apparently it's like a new popular thing that's going on. So we'll see. So let's unleash our deepest desires with creative visualization. And this is a practice that really has the potential to change your life. So here's a couple of interesting statistics for you guys. So we all know, hopefully, that like thoughts turn into things. Our thoughts really do turn into things. And we're 2% more likely to manifest those things that we're thinking about just by knowing that thoughts actually do turn into things. Now, this is the better thing. We're 25% more likely to manifest those thoughts into actual things if we use creative visualization on a deeper level a couple of times a week. And so that's what I'm going to teach you guys how to do today so that you can start using this visualization and be 25%. I mean, this is like goes back to studies that have been done throughout recent history. 25% more likely to manifest your desires from thoughts to actual things if you use this technique that I'm going to show you today called visualization. Visualization, creative visualization, is defined by Shakti Gawain as the following, and she has a book that is solely focused on creative visualization. And she defines it this way. It's the technique of using your imagination to create what you want in your life. There's nothing at all new, strange, or unusual about creative visualization. You are already using it every day, every minute, in fact. It's your natural power of imagination, the basic creative energy of the universe, which you use constantly, whether or not you're aware of it. So we discussed a few days ago, back on day 3, actually, so about 10 days ago. Wow, we're already on 13. That's awesome. We discussed how we are manifesting all the time, every minute of every day, whether we are aware of it or not. So, but the thing is that usually most people manifest subconsciously because they just aren't aware of these practices and like how, you know, manifesting and thinking thoughts into actual things really works. So we're often doing this unconsciously. And the universe doesn't care whether or not you are manifesting consciously or unconsciously. The universe just responds to that energy that we're emitting. So truly, like, your brain doesn't know the difference between manifesting something with intent and manifesting something without intent, in a sense that you'll emit that energy that you are creating up here in your brain. I mean, obviously, consciously, we know that we're manifesting, when we sit down and actually think about it, right? But then we consciously take that energy and emit more positive vibrations into the universe. And that's what the universe responds to. So in order to manifest our true desires, we really need to be intentional. And this is where the creative visualization comes in to our practice. So there are 4 different steps to creative visualization. And I'm going to go over them with you guys so that you can start practicing this today. Okay, and the first step is to accept that you have the power to create the world that you want to see. You have so much more power than you think. I was talking to a friend of mine about this, I think yesterday or the day before, and how human beings often rely on things outside themselves to feel fulfilled, and not just like material things, like, gosh, this is a whole nother topic in and of itself, but like a lot of people go to church and rely on this power so much greater than themselves to create what they feel they need in their lives. And I think that that's amazing. I think that believing in a higher power, a power greater than yourself, is essential to truly feeling fulfilled and being able to release any negative energy and being able to just kind of like give up what it is that we're looking to not control any longer in our lives. But on the same token, I think that most humans just don't understand the power that they truly, truly have within themselves. Like, you have the power to make this life and this world everything you could have ever imagined and more. All it takes is just, the awareness, really. The awareness to unleash your creativity and use tools like the one that I'm teaching you today and the ones that I've been teaching you to unleash that creativity and unleash that awareness and allow the universe to kind of do its work and come into play for you. And so we want to accept that we have the power to create the world that we want to see. If we want to see the good in this world, we see the good in this world, right? And vice versa. A lot of the things, and this is a little bit off topic as well, but so much of the stuff that we see in the media and on the news is negative. It's the things that are not working. And then it's more negative on top of that. Like, oh my God, this isn't working even more. Why aren't we focusing on the things that are working and allowing our powers to kind of take control and learn about the things that are working, and then asking, what do we need to make this work even better? And what do we need to teach the greater masses that this is what's working and this is what should be done? Just kind of a side thought, Rather than focusing so much on the negative, I truly wish and I pray that the media one day focuses more on the positive things. So you may not yet fully believe that you have the power to create the world that you want to see, and that's okay. The thing is that you become willing to believe this. Just allow yourself the the freedom to say, okay, maybe I do have this power. If Kat's telling me I do, and if I read it in other things, and if I really study my spirituality, and if I really start to look into this manifestation thing, maybe I do have the power to create the world that I want to see. And as you practice techniques like creative visualization, you'll start to experience very cool results that'll give you more and more of a boost of proof, really, that you're like an attractor of all good things. The second step is to reframe your belief into positive affirmation. So if what you want feels really far away from you or your current reality, you might doubt that what you want is actually something that's an attainable thing. And if you give a lot of your energy into doubting that this thing is unattainable, then inevitably you're going to put out the vibrations and the frequencies in the universe saying that you don't deserve this thing, and then you'll manifest what you don't want. Which many of us kind of do by accident or by default. It's almost like we think of things that are like limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs. So a good example of a limiting belief is that there's not enough money really to go around in the world, and that you're always going to kind of be in the position that you're currently in. But that's such a limiting belief. And that's a really good example of something that you can flip into a more positive affirmation in understanding that there's plenty of money to go around. There's plenty of money to go around. You just have to put out the frequencies and the energies and the vibrations to attract that money to you. And you can ask the universe to kind of show you more creative ways of doing that. So that's a good way of flipping that negative limiting belief into more of a positive affirmation, is by asking the universe to show you more creative ways to use, your gifts to attract that money to you. So begin to look at the things that you want to attract, and then change your perceptions of the disbeliefs that you have into positive, more affirmative beliefs, right? Get honest about your disbelief and then reframe it into an affirmation. It's also important, really, to find a belief that feels right for you, right? If you start using affirmations that you don't fully believe in, then they're not going to work. Like, for example, let's go back to the money situation, right? This is something that a lot of people think about. It's not necessarily my favorite thing to talk about, because I'm much more in this for the pleasure that I receive just from helping people and providing this information from you guys. It raises my energy like you wouldn't believe. But a lot of people think about this because it's a real life thing. So if you start your manifestation by saying, I want to make $1 million, but you don't resonate with that, you don't feel that it's attainable, you don't really believe it, then it's not going to happen, right? Instead, you can flip your thinking into saying, like I said before, universe, provide me with more guidance and greater ideas, and using my creativity to attract this money to me. Positive affirmation. The third step is to sit in visualization. Sit in visualization. Try to do this today and let me know how it goes. All you have to do is sit comfortably and see yourself doing what it is that you want to do. Whatever you want to create, see yourself doing it and picture it in great detail. Go use your imagination. Go into detail with this. While you visualize, picture everything going just beautifully. Perfectly like you would want it to. It's safe to unleash your imagination in this way and feel really good about what it is that you're visualizing. It's a safe way to go about things. And if negative thoughts pop up, just return over to your affirmation. And it's a good thing to write down, I think, your visualizations, your limiting beliefs, and then your affirmations. Write down what it is that you're trying to manifest. Write down your limiting beliefs surrounding that manifestation. And then switch those limiting beliefs to positive affirmations and write those down, so that while you're sitting there in creative visualization, you're able to just flip your mentality from those negative beliefs into those positive affirmations. And you can always refer back to your notes as you're doing this too. And so the fourth and final step is to allow your visualization to become a feeling through meditation. And so this is going to require you to sit still for a second. God, I preach all the time. Many of us are just so go, go, go. We need to just sit still for a second. That's the only way that manifesting is going to work for you. So allow your visualization to become a feeling through your meditation. This is really the most important step, guys. Once you've pictured in detail what it is that you want, let your visualization take over emotionally so that you can feel a genuine connection to what it is that you're seeing. Let your mind wander to see yourself and it is what it is that you desire, right? And then kind of let that feeling just take over your body. For example, I am manifesting having my first child. It's a big deal. It's a really big deal. And so as I go through these practices with you guys and I teach you these techniques, these are not techniques that I came up with. These are techniques that I've learned that I want to teach you because it works and it brings hope and joy and fulfillment and all the things that come along with manifesting and creative visualization. So as I manifest this baby, what I do is I sit down and I write out my visualization. And then I write out my limiting beliefs surrounding it, such as it might not happen because I can't get pregnant. I don't know. We've been trying for a little while. So maybe it won't happen because of that. But why am I going to sit there and dwell on that? Instead, I'm going to flip that and say, please show me what I can do to allow my body to be more susceptible to pregnancy. What can I do to become the human that I need to be in order to carry this new baby? This is me just unleashing everything and being completely vulnerable with you guys, but it's like a real thing. And so that's exactly what it is that I'm talking about here. Right? Let your emotions take over. As I sit there and I think about it and I really visualize it and I really manifest it and I visualize everything from the act of actually being 8 months pregnant to having a baby next to me in their crib, to my husband picking it. I see it all and I let my emotions take over and I feel it. And they are really, really good feelings. I don't get upset about them. They're super happy feelings. And so I'm able to kind of bask in that joy and that excitement in those high vibrations that I'm putting out into the universe. And then I just let it go, kind of let the universe do its work because I've done my work at that point. And you want to take 5 to 20 minutes to really sit comfortably with your eyes closed and truly feel this creative visualization. Just try to visualize it. If your mind wanders, just gently come back to what you're trying to manifest and then silently repeat the affirmations that you've written down. Because it's normal for your mind to wander during meditation. I mean, oftentimes I find myself thinking about the phone call I need to make when then I'm like, coming back, rewind, but I don't even realize I'm doing it, and then I just rewind and then come back to my affirmation so that I can kind of start allowing, like, giving myself the freedom to allow guidance to come through. Not necessarily, like, trying to think about it consciously. I know that that's hard to understand because you're consciously manifesting, but you sit there and you manifest these desires, you think about these desires, and then you kind of just allow your thoughts to just, like, surround this idea into like almost a movie of your own. And what does that feel like? And what does that look like? Right? So give yourself this permission to truly feel what it is you want, as though it were already here. And that's the key to manifesting, is to thinking about these things as if they already existed. Cultivating the feeling of what you desire is key to manifestation. Bringing your thoughts into things. And remember that you're 25% more likely to actually bring your thoughts into things if you use this technique. It's a study that's been shown. Try not to do it just once, though. You know, try to do it a couple times a week. Use this while you meditate. Combine the two. Nothing wrong with that. Dr. Wayne Dyer always says, I'll see it when I believe it. I'll see it when I believe it. Pound to him. That is awesome, right? And so in tomorrow's lesson, we're going to help you see all the guidance, like, right in front of you. So I really hope this is helpful, guys. This is one of my favorite things to talk about because it's so powerful, and we are so limited in our understanding of how powerful our mind is and our imagination, and how we can use our imagination to create the things that we want in life. It's like insane, right? It doesn't make any logical sense, but it works because you start to receive those answers. Logically, if you quiet your mind and you visualize these things, you start to receive the answers that you need to the problems that you're having to create what it is that you're looking to manifest. Because you're, like, sitting there in silence and allowing your brain to do the work rather than go, 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 go. Hugely important. And I hope you guys got something out of this. I love you so much. Let me know how things are going. We are on day 13, 14 tomorrow, 1 week left of this manifesting challenge. I hope that you have gone through each practice thoroughly so far, because it's only going to get better. So stick with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Shoot me a message if you want, and I'll talk to you soon. Toodles.